What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance, episode number 4. Yes, I'm not sure what you said because...
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
Because your voice wasn't working. I guess we're going to talk to you. So in the last episode, we ran from Skalitz to Telmsburg to try to warn the village.
But it's no excuse for rudeness.
And I'm not sure why their voices are so quiet. They're turned up as far as they'll go, so there is literally nothing I can do about that. Yeah, not sure why she thinks I'm rude. I didn't say anything to her. Apparently she doesn't care. So, anyway, we came here to warn this town of the impending attack.
I hear you came from Skalitz today. It must have been terrible there. How did it happen?
Must.
Okay, I guess we need to eat something, so let's do that first. I reckon we can have a little bit of lentil soup. What were the effects of that? A healing effect from apples, okay. Oh, I see it down there, a little yellow bar. I guess that's how hungry I am. Alright, so what does this guy have to say?
Be a bit
Sir
more
Robard.
careful.
Good lord, I mean, why do you gotta yell at me?
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
I literally just ate,
eat something.
but
I heard.
thanks anyway.
My insides are shriveled up with the
I
hunger.
can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons.
Okay, well, I guess we're
What
going
is
to the
it?
kitchen.
Sir Divish has...
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bożena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
I could really use a warm bath as well.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Of course. I'll sleep with my shoes on. How awkward. I learned food. Alright, so I guess we gotta go eat again. And then sleep in the courtyard. We've already ate because we ate our own food, so I guess we're going to the courtyard now. It's not wise to ignore hunger. The longer he doesn't need to work, or the weaker he gets. If he fasts long enough, he can even die. Different foods have different properties. Apples won't fill you up, but it's okay. Missed that. Alright, so this must be the courtyard lodge here. Let's see if we can talk to her again. We can't. She's still pissed off at us for whatever reason. And this guy won't talk either. So this is the courtyard lodge. That's not too bad. Oh, it's a lock. We can't pick that. If you're tired, stamina and eloquence will also gradually decrease. Sleep is the solution. Find an available bed which you'll recognize from the icon on the compass. Sit on it. Launch sleep and set how long you want to sleep for. Well, we don't want to sleep too long, I don't think. Maybe, I don't know, what, 4 hours, you think? 4 hours? Yeah, I think 4 hours sounds good. Okay, here we go. Effects, nourishment, energy, health. Yep, 4 hours would be about perfect, it looks like. Hopefully it's not dark when we wake up. Actually, it's going to be dark when we wake up, so maybe we should have slept for all night. Let's do that. Let's go back to sleep and just sleep the rest of the night. There's no point in waking up in the middle of the night when we can't do anything or talk to anybody.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
I guess I can't sleep. Of course, who could after what we just witnessed?
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
It would be a really hard thing to deal with, I imagine. Yeah, I guess we'll just tell the whole story.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
So we're going to stick with the speech path, I think. I went to the tavern for ale and met my sweetheart Bianca there.
I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig.
Me and Father talked about life.
Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
I saw smoke on the horizon.
I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
The Skalitz folk fled to the castle for cover.
The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
The siege of Skalitz began.
I no longer heard any sounds of battle coming from the castle, so Sigismund's army must have regrouped and started preparing for siege.
No doubt you're right.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
I actually
like
didn't
a valiant
succeed.
knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
To be honest, I didn't even realize I had a sword
It's
on me.
terrible.
So
How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
well, don't take the food.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
So yeah, about that saving Theresa. Oh, he's having nightmares now.
Move in, people! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back!
Henry, help us!
Oh, now he's gonna blame himself.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
That's not good.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Okay, okay. Can I get a clean shirt? I forgot to take my shoes off. Whoops. So yeah, like I was saying about Theresa and the whole saving her from, oh, cool. And the whole saving her from, you know, the rapists and whatnot. In the heat of trying to get away, I completely forgot I even had the sword on me. So, you know, kind of my fault, I guess, for not paying too much attention, but... Now, it said that you could push I for the torch. Here we go. Will it come on automatically? Hopefully it will. And that's my sword. Equip. There we go. We're learning. But, yeah, so, you know, I would have used the sword. I went up behind the guy and punched him in the back of the head. Unintentionally, really. It was more of, I was trying to crouch and sneak up on him to see if I could put him to sleep. But, obviously, either I hit the wrong button, or you just couldn't do it because I punched him in the back of the head, and that didn't work out too well. Go to the battlements via the gateway stairs.
We should have fled to the woods.
Keep your old wives' tales to yourself. Anyway, do you think Sigismund wouldn't catch up with us in the forest? Here, at least, we have a chance to defend ourselves. The well is deep, and we've got decent stocks of food.
We need to eat something too.
Sigismund's hired himself a mob of foreign mercenaries. They don't know this country like we do. We could hide out somewhere until it blows over.
Maybe. Only all they have to do is lean on some Skalitz serf, and he'll happily tell them everything.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Eat.
Not that I'm spoiling for a fight, but if I have to choose a place for one, then right here behind solid walls is it.
True enough.
Let me eat something real fast. He's whining like a little baby. We got 2 pieces of bread here. We could eat that. I don't see... I wish that little hunger bar... Okay, I see. This could be it right here. Yep, that's it. Good. We found it. We had a piece of cheese. That took it down? Another piece of bread, maybe? Okay, there we go. We're good now. Alright, guys. Let's go try to find this, this battlement. It's gonna be out here outside of the town. It's maybe around this way.
That's probably why they attacked so quick, so we wouldn't have time to join forces.
Aye, you might be right. For sure Sigismund ain't no fool. A backstabbing swine, maybe. But no fool.
You're right there.
I like to get the little background stories between the people. It's
Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
Okay, so what's going on here? Anybody want to fill me in?
Jesus Christ be praised.
What's going on?
What's happening? Have you heard anything?
No. Could be
Okay.
Sigismund's army, or his scouts, or maybe Skalitz folk who survived the pillaging. I wouldn't expect nothing good.
No, me either. Okay, well, I thought maybe
I feel quite
you'd have more
hungry.
to say, but
What is
still,
it?
really? Good night. You just ate 2 pieces of cheese and a piece of bread. Sir Robard, what do you see?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And Sir Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Okay. So basically, we don't know anything yet. Well, there's no element of surprise there.
Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir
Oh, it's
Radzig.
Radzig.
What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left the storm in the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
I love the story. So, I don't know, there's something about it. Just done really, really well. The Battle of Necropolis.
Men,
Actually, I'd like to
tonight
read
we'll have
about that
triple
at some
patrols.
point.
Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice, or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people, now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
Yes, sir? Anybody? Can I be of any help?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
Hey! Watch it! What is it? I'll remember you.
Alright. Keep watch on the battlements. Okay. Well, where exactly is the we got pretzels over this way. Let's go get a pretzel. Not really. Where's the battlements at? Activity giver. Not an activity giver. I actually would like to go back to Skalitz. We've got a few quests here we can partake in. Well, I guess we'll just kind of walk around here. I thought this was the battlements, is it not? Somebody walking way down there. I reckon we probably ought to just go back to bed. And wake up in the morning. What is this up here? This is an interesting... Must be a bell tower or something. Well, we can find out, I guess. I'm in a private area. Whoops. Guess I better get out of there. Yep, so we'll go ahead and just walk back down here to the bed, I reckon, and go back to sleep for a few hours. And when we wake up in the morning, we'll kind of go around and see if we can do what I wanted to do in this episode and introduce ourselves to some of the locals and maybe take on a couple of side quests. That's locked. Man, it is pouring down rain. This is locked too, probably. No, open. Let's see what's in here. A trunk. Curious. I don't have a lockpick. I thought the guy gave us one earlier, but I guess not. Alright, fine. We won't worry about that right now. We'll have to do us a playthrough playing as an evil character or something at some point.
Aren't you supposed to be on sentry duty?
Yeah, but I don't really know where to go, to be honest with you.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, that was easy enough. If you have to wait for something, you can skip time, press T, and set how long you want to wait. Watch out, though. Tiredness and hunger grow even during skip time. So now we just lean against the wall and wait till morning. Okay, well, let's just do that right here. It's almost morning already, so I guess we'll just wait 2 hours. Why not? It'll be 5 o'clock in the morning. The sun will be coming up. We're probably gonna have to go get us something to eat when we wake up as well. So we can go back to the kitchen. Maybe they'll fix us something. Alright, let's walk over here to the kitchen and see if they have anything to eat in here real fast. Oh, everybody's asleep. Shh. Can I just have this? Yeah, I can. Good. Take that. Roast duck. Yes, yes, please. Take a few of those. What else we got over here? We got cheese. We got bread rolls. Very good. And we got a pot cooking over here on the stove. We'll just eat from that pot. Alright. We should be full now, completely. Ready to start the new day. And we're going to wait for one more hour and see if we can actually put the torch away now, I think. I don't think we need that out anymore. Guess we can just unequip. Same way we equipped it. Will he say anything now? Or will he tell me to stand against the wall again?
Jesus Christ be praised.
Yes, sir. What do you think about the Skalitz folk fleeing?
What do you think about that surprise during the night?
I was surprised, all right. I'm glad them people were saved, though. I'm just as glad it weren't Sigismund. For sure he'll come here in the end, too. But now at least we've got time to get ready for him.
Maybe he'll leave Talmberg be.
Maybe, maybe not. Could be he was only out to get Sir Radzig, because he's Wenceslas's hetman. And Skalitz is a rich town, so there was plenty of loot for the taking. 2 birds with 1 stone. So he might be satisfied and leave us alone.
Reckon we'll see soon enough, one way or the other.
By the way, Henry. It is Henry, ain't it? I was sorry to hear about your parents. They've gone on to better things.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So, let's wait. Maybe, what? An hour? Oh, or not. I guess that's, Oh, we've got visitors. Look, there they are. Holy cow.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
They sent out someone to talk.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslas IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz, I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manor is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king, then, that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg, and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Well, that went better than I expected. Look how pissed off we are. For obvious reasons. What's he telling him? Uh-oh. Oh, he's telling him that they can all depart.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Well, that was a close call. Alright, so I think I'm going to end it here. And when we come back, we will try to, like I mentioned earlier, just kind of talk to some people around there and maybe take on a few side quests and whatnot. We need to go back to Skalitz. That's one thing I do want to do. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye-bye.